Premiere Pro earns its status as industry-standard video editing software, thanks to its familiar nonlinear editing interface, unmatched ecosystem of tools, and powerful capabilities. Since our last look at the massive application, it has added the Auto Reframe tool, enhanced HDR support, new text, graphics, and audio tools, performance improvements, and many other features. All of this makes Premiere well worthy of an Editor's Choice Award for professional-level video editing software. While Apple made a drastic break with the past when it updated Final Cut Pro X, Adobe continues to take an incremental approach by polishing the interface and adding state-of-the-art tools to its professional video editing software. Longtime pro video editors who are used to traditional nonlinear digital video editing will applaud Premiere's familiar approach, but Final Cut, in its favor, offers innovative tools like connected clips, auditions, and a trackless timeline that can ease organizing and editing. Premiere Pro is touch-friendly and lets you move clips and timeline elements around with a finger or tap buttons. You can also pinch-zoom the timeline or video preview window. You can even set in and out points with a tap on thumbnails in the source bin. Final Cut supports the MacBook Pro with Touch Bar, but I prefer the on-screen touch capability, since, unlike the Touch Bar, the touch screen doesn't require you to take your eyes off the screen and therefore your video project. When you click on a media thumbnail, you get a scrubber bar and can mark in and out points right there before you insert the clip into your project. Premiere offers several ways to insert a clip into your sequence. You can click the Insert or Overwrite buttons in the source preview monitor, or you can just drag the clip's thumbnail from the media browser onto the timeline or onto the preview monitor. Holding Command or Control on Windows makes your clip overwrite the timeline contents. You can even drag files directly from the OS's file system into the project. Number 2. Cyberlink PowerDirector 365. Cyberlink has been careful to keep PowerDirector 365's user interface streamlined so as to appeal to a broader audience of varying skill levels, and this works quite well. Upon opening, we're greeted with a splash screen that affords quick links to creating bespoke content like creating an ad or even reaching handy tutorials from the top panel of thumbnails. Within the full editor window, the editor is split into 3 distinct areas: the media room, timeline, and the preview window. The media room panel allows simple importing of videos, photos, and audio into the project, which can be reverted to at any point by the user whether they wish to add more content or drag down multiple items into the timeline. The timeline itself is a chronological, scrolling panel that denotes the current edited version of your video. It includes video and audio channels, and still images can be imported to it as well. In the timeline, users can trim, cut, copy, paste, split, and create transitions between media. Play back the video at any point by hitting space, and the resulting edit will appear in the preview window in the top right. This will display exactly what will be exported when finished. The Produce button at the top of the window allows users to export the final video. Overall, this layout is extremely streamlined, perfect for beginners or professionals that want to create videos quickly. Tools and features sit mainly in the top left, hidden under icons so as not to clutter the workspace. Simply drag and drop audio into the timeline to start editing it, and add transitions and effects with the appropriate tool options from the toolbar. Double-click on the audio clip, though, and a new window appears to show the waveform in a closer view. The zoom function is helpful to hone in on the audio track and get a better view of the waveform to make precise edits such as cutting out pops and clicks, making neat cuts, and preparing audio for transitions such as constant gain and constant power. But it would be nice to be able to resize the audio editing window to get a better view of the audio waveform. Number 3. Pinnacle Studio was one of the first video editing programs made available to typical home users. In the years that followed, it gained an unfortunate reputation for being buggy and limited. But since Corel acquired Pinnacle in 2012, the application has steadily been improved and once again deserves consideration among the best video editing software. The text graphic options have significantly expanded in Pinnacle Studio 24, with its revamped title editor. You can now edit titles directly in the main video preview, which is a welcome change given you previously had to open a separate window. The level of control over the titles is very impressive. You can not only animate your titles using keyframes, but also apply the animation to specific words or even letters within a title. You can also animate graphics alongside your titles, such as a lower thirds box to frame a caption, and with 3D title editing, you can apply and align a light source. This in-depth customization enables professional and attractive text graphics, and with the option to save presets, you can then easily copy a style to other titles in the project. The more complex options require some skill to fine-tune, but overall, it's easy to create interesting titles. The masking tools have received a significant update in the latest release. The Smart Edge tool and various adjustment options make it easier than before to select an object in your video clip to mask. It's also now possible to track masks over time, for when either the object or the camera is moving.